It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today we're going to be talking about the Odyssey missions and what happens when you finish 100% of the first chapter. Now, as you can see here, we have the quills, and they are labeled as Quill 1. So this is an important thing because initially I thought, what if you get more quills than the initial story? Does it just transfer over to the next point? Well, if you look here, we have Chapter 1, and we have Quill 1. So what made most sense was that we'd have Quill 2 and Quill 3, so that way the story couldn't be explored too quickly from people that purchase the packages and get the quills and have them very quickly, and therefore the next chapter, whenever it comes, will likely have Quill 2 as the resource. Now here's the thing. What we do not know, at least what we do not know currently, is if these resources will last past the first chapter, or if they will always be there so that you can explore the first chapter. Because here's my line of thinking. If you have Chapter 2 open, and Chapter 1 still open, if you don't have any quills, how are you going to do those missions? And if you complete all 200 missions, you will probably still have quills left. I'm almost certain of that. So, what's interesting here, since I've completed the 100%, up here I have this option for exchange. And I can exchange my quills for 10 times the amount of crystals. So for instance, right now I have 145 quills and I can get 1,450 gems. Now that's not a lot right now. But by the end of the missions, I have 140 missions left. And each mission gives 8 quills. That means that for someone like me, I will have at least about 11,000 more gems that I can convert. What I am going to do is wait, because if story number 2 comes out and we can use Quill 1 to do it, it will be better to do that. It'll be better to use that resource that way, if that is an option. I do not know yet if it is, so I do not want to presume it is. But if you are someone like me that has finished the 100%, and you're okay with redoing missions to get quills, whether it be the same or new resource when the new missions come out for the new chapter, then by all means exchange for free crystals. Because this is one of the few times that you can take a leftover resource and take crystals for it instead of something else. And I think that that's a pretty nice thing. Let me know in the comments your feedback and your thoughts on this. Do you think they're going to use Quill 1 for Chapter 2 when it does come out? Or do you think that they're giving us 200 missions so that we have an option to get enough quills to finish a story, but maybe they'll give us enough to overdo it so that we can get all the story done and have a little exchange rate left? What do you think is going to be the possibilities? Either way, very excited to see the options and the odds when the next chapter comes out. And I'm very interested to see the lore and the story that comes out too. And also, please let me know if you'd like to see the entire spoiled story of this, as I can cover it. I'd probably do it in a live stream just because it is such a long story. And it did take quite a while to get through it all. But there's some fun things in there. Either way, thank you so much for coming by, and I really appreciate your time, and you have a wonderful day.